Jets fans. The New York Jets just made one of their most important moves of the entire offseason. And no, it wasn't a blockbuster trade. It wasn't a flashy free agent signing. It wasn't another headline about Geno Smith or Cade Klubnik. The Jets just locked up Joe Tippmann with a massive long-term extension. And honestly, this move could have a bigger impact on the future of this franchise than most fans realize. Because while everyone talks about quarterbacks, wide receivers, and pass rushers, championship teams are built in the trenches, and the Jets just secured one of the most important pieces of their offensive line for years to come.
But before we get into it, if you're a die-hard Jets fan, make sure you're subscribed to Jetstream News. We're your go-to source for daily engaging content on all things. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers this offseason by hitting that subscribe button now.
What's going on, Jets fans? Welcome back to the channel. If you love New York Jets football, make sure you subscribe because we're covering every major move, every roster battle, every training camp storyline, and everything happening around Gang Green. And today we're talking about Joe Tippmann. Because the Jets just made it clear, they view him as a cornerstone player, not a temporary starter, not a depth piece, a cornerstone. According to multiple reports, New York and Joe Tippmann agreed to a 4-year contract extension worth approximately $66.4 million with nearly $35 million guaranteed. The deal keeps him under contract through the 2030 season. That is a massive commitment. And it tells us exactly how this front office views him. For years, Jets fans have watched this organization make the same mistake, constantly searching for skill players, constantly chasing quick fixes, constantly trying to patch holes. This front office appears to be taking a different approach. They are building the foundation first. Think about what Darren Maugi has done. He has already secured key young pieces. Now Joe Tippmann joins that growing core. And when you look at the offensive line, the vision becomes obvious. The Jets want stability. The Jets want continuity. The Jets want to protect their quarterbacks for the next 5 years. That's exactly what winning organizations do. You don't wait until a great young lineman hits free agency. You lock him up early. You secure the position, and you move forward. That's exactly what happened here. Let's be honest. Joe Tippmann has quietly become one of the most underrated players on the entire roster. He isn't flashy. He doesn't generate headlines. He doesn't celebrate with touchdown dances, but every Sunday he does his job, and he does it well. Since entering the NFL as a second-round pick in 2023, Tippmann has established himself as one of the most reliable offensive linemen on the roster. He has started nearly every game available and has shown the versatility to play multiple positions across the interior offensive line. That kind of reliability matters, especially for a team trying to build a sustainable winner. Availability matters. Durability matters. Consistency matters. And Tippmann checks every box. What makes this extension even more impressive is how much he has grown. Remember, he entered the league primarily as a center. Then the Jets asked him to move. Different responsibilities, different assignments, different techniques. And instead of struggling, he thrived. That flexibility made him even more valuable. Because now the Jets know they have a player capable of helping stabilize multiple positions if injuries happen. Those players are incredibly difficult to find. And when you find one, you keep him. Simple as that. Now let's talk about why this matters beyond 2026. Because this isn't really about Joe Tippmann. It's about what comes next. The Jets know that eventually they need to find their long-term franchise quarterback. Whether that player is already on the roster or arrives in a future draft. That quarterback will need protection. And what better situation could you create than an offensive line already built and already under contract? That's how successful franchises create ideal environments for young quarterbacks. Instead of throwing them behind broken offensive lines, you give them protection. You give them stability. You give them confidence. And the Tippmann extension helps accomplish exactly that. There's another part of this story that matters. The message. Players notice everything. They notice who gets rewarded. They notice how management operates. And this extension sends a powerful message. Perform well, develop, improve, be reliable, and the organization will take care of you. That creates trust. That creates buy-in. That creates culture. For a franchise trying to establish a new identity under Aaron Glenn and Darren Moogie, that matters a lot. Looking ahead to this season, nothing changes. Joe Tippmann was already expected to start. He was already expected to be one of the leaders of the offensive line. But now, he enters the season with zero contract distractions, no uncertainty, no questions about his future. Just football. And that's exactly how both sides wanted it. The Jets get stability. Tippmann gets security. Everyone wins. Jets fans. Some extensions generate massive headlines. Others quietly shape the future of a franchise. This feels like the second category. Joe Tippmann might never be the most famous player on this roster, but he could absolutely become one of the most important. The Jets are betting that his best football is still ahead of him. They're betting that he'll anchor this offensive line for years. And judging by everything we've seen so far, that looks like a pretty smart bet. Now I want to hear from you. Did the Jets make the right decision extending Joe Tippmann? Do you think he can become one of the best interior offensive linemen in football? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe and turn on notifications because we'll have complete coverage of every major Jets story all off-season long. As always, go Jets! Thanks for watching!